I'm Hunter Pence.
And I'm Lexi Pence.
And you're watching Bay Area Sports Rap.
Woo-woo!
Question for you, Kia. So in the first half, you guys were really scoring really well in transition. What adjustments did you see in the second half to kind of muck things up for you guys a bit?
I think actually in the first half they got a couple more offensive rebounds than we should have allowed them to get, and I think we probably could have got more transition than we even did. They did a better job of shoring up the wings, and we were trying to get up the wings a little bit more. But ultimately we ended up in a little bit more 5-on-5. They scored more in the second half as well, right? And so when you're taking the ball out of the basket, it's harder to get out in transition.
We'll go to Alyssa, second row on your right.
Hey, over here.
Hi, sorry, I can't see.
Kia, did you know that you were going to have a good shooting night from your warm-up?
I shot a decent in my warm-up, but I've shot a decent in my warm-up for a lot of games this season. I think when I was watching the film on this team, I felt like they gave up a lot of threes, and a lot of people got wide open ones. And so just being ready to shoot it, and my teammates did a good job of finding me pretty early in there, just on some miscues and some easy skips. So, yeah, I'll take a good shooting night any night.
And then there was a play in the fourth quarter. I think you had just hit a three, and then you were coming down, and you were wide open for another three, but you kicked it to Ariel, and she hit it. Can you just talk about like your guys' relationship and the trust there?
Yeah, I got a lot of trust in A. She knocked down pretty much any shot off the one-footed shots. I have all the trust in the world in her to shoot those as well. Honestly, I was going to rip that one, but the defender jumped, so I found A. And I think a big piece of what we're trying to do, and sometimes we haven't shot the three ball as well in games throughout this season, I think, as we are capable of doing with the shooters we have. And sometimes when someone starts to hit a couple of them, it just becomes contagious, and the whole team kind of gets on board. And so that was just a good play in transition. We'll take all the momentum plays we can get, which is usually A.
We'll go front left.
Mia Wachtel, San Francisco Chronicle. You know, you guys were keeping the game real tight, and then the Valkyries went on that 12-0 run. What did you see from Golden State in that, 1 minute, 45-second period that really did it for you?
I think we allowed them to hit some shots that is probably their first option. I think they came down, hit a couple of threes. I think one, I was on Kate, and she hit it. Just got to tighten up defensively, but I think they hit some shots down the line that ended up helping them win the game.
We'll stay front left.
All right, Kia, you hit 5 threes. There's a lot of ebbs and flows in this game. You guys led by a good portion, and then they came back and took the lead. So what do you think of this team? First year, they're looking this good. They're above 500 right now. So you've been in the league for a minute. So what do you think of this team and the whole new look of the West Coast and here in the Bay Area?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's really impressive what this organization is doing in terms of how they're kind of pushing the movement of women's basketball forward. And you never know what it's going to look like when it's an expansion team. And credit to everybody in this organization and what they're doing and how they are ramping up those valuations of teams and putting and investing money into it. And I think this is a team that's gelling really well together. I saw one of them say in a press conference once, they know what it takes, right? They've been in those positions where they've been 6 women on a lot of different teams. They know what it takes to play hard and try and win some games. And so really impressed with what they've been able to do so far this season.
We'll go to the front right.
And how about the atmosphere that you see here at Chase Center? I mean, the Warriors play here. The Valkyries are drawing the exact same number of fans that the Warriors are. I mean, how much does that play into the home court advantage for them?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's incredible when you look at it, the landscape of women's basketball and how it's continuing to grow. And anytime you can get fans like this, regardless of where you are in the league, that means you're bringing people to games and they're starting to see people. So, maybe there's somebody in the fans today that became an Ariel Atkins fan because they watched how good she was too, right? And that's a big piece of it too. So it's been great to see the atmosphere here building, and credit to the city getting out and supporting these women.
We'll go second row on your left.
Ariel, Caitlin Chen, and Kate Martin played pretty extended minutes there in the third and fourth quarters. I was wondering what kind of problems or what were they doing differently, I guess, to present some problems there in that fourth quarter?
Just being fearless, being confident in what they do. Obviously, they're good basketball players. Kaylin, she knows how to attack, find her teammates, and Kate is also always aggressive. That's who she's been since she was in Iowa. So I just think they were just being themselves, honestly.
And then Kayla Thornton with a career-high 29 points.
Yeah.
She, like you guys said, she was a 6th, 7th woman on a team. Does that speak to the depth of the WNBA, that there are players like Kayla Thornton that have given the opportunity that they can?
Yeah. I mean, 100%. I'll give KT some praise here. I watched her training camp when she was trying out for Dallas, kind of back in the gap a little bit, and she's done nothing but get better and grow her game. And she is literally the foundational piece of what this organization is building. And she's doing a phenomenal job of it.
Front row on your left.
Yeah, and I was just wondering what was going on, behind finding those open 3-point looks.
For us or for them? I mean, that's what we got to do. We got shooters all around us, so we got to make sure that we can find open shots. I would like for us to get a lot more. I mean, you got Kia shooting tonight like 5'11". We got to capitalize on nights like that and continue to have more nights like that, please, so that it can help our offense flow.
Got time for a few more. We'll go back to Alyssa.
Hey, guys. I think this is like the third game where you've kept it to 11 turnovers or less or something like that. And I know you guys have been working on that a lot in practice. So just how does it feel to see that translate into the game?
You got to take small wins here and there as well. And I think, every time we finish a game, we understand kind of what are the things that maybe didn't go well for us that day. What are the things that we need to execute better. And for quite a bit at the beginning of the season, turnovers was one of those things that constantly came up. And so I think as a team, we were kind of just like, it's enough saying it, we have to do it. We just have to be better at it. Mm-hmm. And we've done a better job of taking care of the ball. And some of that doesn't just come along with the passes that the initial person who gets the turnover is making. It's setting screens for somebody else to get open. It's getting open at the right time and giving them a target. And as a collective, we've done a better job of that. So good. We keep it under. 11's good, man. Under double digits is great, but 11's good. Yeah, we've been at 25. That's good. So we'll take it.
Last couple, we'll go Brian.
A question for either of you. I know pace and space is a big testament to how you guys are trying to play this season. What did you think about the space in there in this game tonight?
It could have been better at times. I think we got a little frantic there, and when we get frantic, we begin to stand on top of each other. I think there were about 2.5, maybe 3 quarters that we put together that I really think that we did a better job of spacing the floor at. But when things get frantic, I think we need to stay locked into what we're trying to do and the way that we're trying to attack.
We'll close out with the front left.
All right, you guys go to L.A. in a couple of days, and you have this road trip going on. How does that help you guys grow? And then how is it being on the road when you got a player as popular as Angel on the team where you'll get all kind of reactions from the visiting crowd?
We'll take the fans. We usually get a lot of fans in the visiting crowd as well. And I think being on the road is, in a way, it's fun for us because we get to be around each other so frequently. I think for me, some of the best memories that you have in basketball is never this game. I won't remember the score of this game next year, I promise you that. But I will remember the breakfast that we all had together this morning in the training room before shoot-around because we laugh and we enjoy each other's company, or the bus rides and the conversations that we have on there. And so it's fun to do that. I think the beauty of this league is you have to have a short memory, right? 48 hours, we play a whole other game, whole other team. So you lock in on the scout, and at the end of the day, you're going out there to try to get another win. And so we'll enjoy each other's company, but we are focused on getting wins.
Thanks, everyone. Coach will be.
Hey, this is Kate Scott, play-by-play announcer for the Philadelphia 76ers. This is Bay Area Sports Wrap. Give them a like and subscribe to their YouTube channel.